What's up, guys? I am back with another one, always adjusting my mirror, and I have something in my eyeball. Anyways, I'm out for a cruise with the neighbor. He's been wanting to just rip his car lately, which, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with. It's fun to drive with him because he just, God, smells like freaking piss. I actually think it's illegal in New Hampshire for them to have animals right there because it's such a small area. But I don't think anybody says anything about it, so I'm sure they just keep it. It's kind of like animal abuse, neglect. That's what it seems like, at least. Just because it's such a small area, they got like a horse or two horses back there and some other farm animals, and it just reeks like piss. Usually the case of it smelling like that is because there's not enough room for the animal. Gross. Gross. Anyways, Dave and I, we're gonna go a little ice cream adventure again. I need some fuel, so that's always the case with this bike. It's the same with everybody. I guess, you know, because the whole CB1000 deal, it is what it is, but it's more so the 1000, not so much the CB. I thought the 600 drank. The 1000 sure does drink. And it drinks a whole lot. So today is Sunday. You're seeing this on what, Tuesday? I would hope so. And it's because I had to go to fucking work, guys. I mean, it is what it is. I guess I gotta man up. EBT no longer pays for my snacks, so. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not an EBT. But I will tell you a story. So back when the wife and I had our daughter, right? Our firstborn child. We lived up in Maine. And we weren't on EBT, but we were eligible for WIC, which was Women, Infant, Child. And yeah, it's like, it's kind of sad that the military qualifies for that. It's actually really sad. But yeah, dude, we were fucking broke. We were broke. And we would never go hungry, right? But the issue is like we would scrounge for pennies and my daughter ate better than us, right? And I tell this story to people and they're like, really, in the military? And I'm like, yeah, dude, really, in the military. Like, you got enough to own a property, not own a property, but, you know, rent a property and kind of live off of the college dorm room life type of deal. So we ate ramen noodles and mac and cheese, and good thing my daughter loved mac and cheese, right? Because it was cheap enough. But we even shopped at the dollar store for our food. So it's night and day of where we were at to where we are now. But it's just funny to look back. You know, most military members go through that issue. They go through the problem of not having enough money to buy good food, to eat, you know, super healthy. I say most, it is most. You know, there's some kids come from money and they, you know, they know how to budget and whatever else, and I didn't know any of that shit. Nobody taught me any of that. School doesn't teach us that here. So we were flat broke fucking people. When we were single, it was beer, alcohol, and bullshit foods, going out to eat places, doing whatever. My daughter always ate. She always had food. So when I got told we qualified for WIC, it kind of relieved some of that stress, where it was, we weren't pinching for pennies always for us, but we were able to then buy her stuff, because it was for children mostly. Get her the stuff that, you know, created almost not a burden, but like it would just costed us more money. So we were able to feed her the stuff that we usually fed her, but with some help. and then we also were able to buy some real food and eat like normal. You know, it relieved stress. It relieved that issue, and I think that's what it was mainly for, right? Like that's what it was created for. That's what, you know, government assistance, all of it was created for, right? Yeah, I was on, I call it EBT, but we weren't ever on EBT. We were strictly formula, milk, cheese, and something else. I wanted to say meats, but my wife said it wasn't meats. So we got to play those roles of not having the money. So I laugh. I'm laughing at all the shit on TikTok right now with the, you know, my daughter can't have a popsicle. Like, well, it's not nutritious. Like the nutrition factor just isn't there, and that's what they cut out. They cut out all the bullshit. You guys can't go to the store and buy your sodas and your fucking coffees and anything else you think you need. That's just not allowed anymore. So cry about it, or don't. Either way, you can't get it. Go get a job. The worst part is it's people sitting behind a computer screen or like a phone, probably a nice phone, making these videos. You're making it so my kids can't eat snacks anymore and whatever else, and they're, you know, throwing their hands up and whatever, and they've got freshly manicured fucking nails and, you know, all the makeup in the world on their face, sitting there in nice clothing, not from fucking Walmart, that type of deal. It's those people that irk me, right? Like, dude, you want to complain, but then you can't look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, I don't need this, or go out and earn some fucking money. Don't be a prick. Make the rest of us work and pay into this system that pays you guys out for bullshit. Doritos. Some dude walking around with a bag of I can't buy my Doritos anymore on my EBT. I can't buy my Doritos anymore. It's like, cool, go switch it out for some fucking meat, dude. Go make yourself a sandwich. You can buy that shit. Nobody's saying that you can't. Go eat some healthy food. You're too lazy. That's what the fucking problem is. You're too lazy to make yourself that sandwich, so you resort to a bag of chips that you used to be able to buy with EBT, and now you can no longer buy it. You can't buy it anymore. Sorry. So that's where I'm at. I thought that was a real animal for a second there. It's not. It's just fake. It's a fake animal. Aminal. It's a fake one. So my neighbor, he doesn't know. This guy, he relies on his GPS. It's so funny. Older generation, relying on the electronics. God damn it, Dave, learn the way to different places, alright? I would have told him to go down that way to go to a mobile, but now that we're on this road, I just told him, I said, head straight until you see a shell on the right. It's kind of a hike, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. We'll just cruise for a minute, go get some fuel. Because she thirsty. She thirsty, boy. So the news of the Z, it's still the same. I rode it the other day. It just feels weird, but I mean, it'll get me to where I need to be for now, right? The thought process behind it is, well, get a bigger bike. I know, but my issue with all this is just the salt up here in New Hampshire. It eats bikes. It will just ruin motorcycles so quick. And what do people do during the wintertime up here? They don't ride motorcycles, so it's not usually a problem for most people, but for me it is. And for me, people laugh that I'm even out, you know, when it's, I mean, some of my videos -4 Fahrenheit. So that's kind of where my issue lays with this problem of mine, riding motorcycles in the wintertime, in the snow. But I've been looking, I've been digging for motorcycles, alright? What's gonna happen is I'm gonna take the Z off the road, pull the engine out of it, and probably fix it this winter. Right, I'm gonna go to town just pulling it apart. And it's not going to be a video for everybody, but I'm going to make a step-by-step on how to actually remove all of the parts off this engine. I know I can do it. I know in my last video I was a little down, but I'm still down about it. It just sucks. It's a good bike. You know, it's treated me well. So step by step, it's going to be a long-ass video. I'm going to split it into, you know, as long as it takes. I'm going to get all the parts. And it's just a full rebuild. I'm not doing anything crazy to it. I'm not going to turn it into a 134 or 143 or 170 kit or any of like the big bore kits. I'm not going to do it. I just don't need to. I know, I see all of you. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull it all apart. And then in turn, what do you guys think about a Honda Monkey? I really love them. I think they're fucking awesome bikes. But they're kind of expensive in comparison to the Grom or the Z. I'm gonna wait, you know, colder temperatures when nobody's riding them anymore. I'm gonna buy one up, hopefully cheap. That's what I want to get. I know Rex in the last comment was saying get something that's a little bigger, and I would love to, but I don't want to ruin a bigger bike. That's my issue. You know, I have the money, but I don't want to waste the money on something and ruin it. You get what I'm saying? I think everybody gets what I'm saying. I'm not a fucking YouTuber, man. I don't make the YouTube money. And if I did, I'd have all kinds of... I'd be riding a goddamn Ducati V4S, V4R, or whatever the expensive ass one is. Anyways, it's kind of where I'm at. I think that's really it for this video. Just wanted to let you know where my mind's at, right? My mind. But if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you think, give me some more tips, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.